In the shadowed corridors of myth, metaphysics, and modern law, a rare and unsettling archetype emerges: the human shapeshifter who does not become beast or spirit but another human entirely. These beings, sometimes called mirror walkers, face thieves, or skin dancers, challenge our deepest assumptions about identity, authenticity, and the soul's signature. Unlike werewolves or selkies, these shapeshifters do not cross species boundaries. Instead, they shift from one human appearance to another, sometimes mimicking real individuals, sometimes adopting entirely fabricated personas. Their transformation is not merely physical. It often includes voice, mannerisms, and even emotional resonance. This archetype is not simply a curiosity of folklore, it is a metaphysical cipher, a psychological mirror, and a spiritual test. In folklore and speculative metaphysics, these beings appear in many guises. They are doppelganger spirits who impersonate loved ones to sow confusion or seduce. They are changeling agents in espionage tales, able to infiltrate institutions by becoming someone else. They are mythic deceivers, like Loki or Proteus, who use human disguise to manipulate fate. But in deeper metaphysical terms, they may represent something more profound: the fluidity of ego, the masks we wear, and the soul's ability to fragment, cloak, or adapt itself across timelines and densities. These beings are not just shape changers, they are identity challengers. They force us to confront the question: what is the essence of a person? Is it the face, the voice, the memories, or something deeper? Human shapeshifters often symbolize psychological and spiritual phenomena that are difficult to articulate in conventional terms. They embody identity trauma, the loss or distortion of self due to external control, abuse, or societal programming. In this sense, the shapeshifter is not evil, it is strategic. It reflects the human capacity to adapt, deceive, and protect. It also invites us to examine our own masks. Who do we become to be accepted, safe, or powerful? The shapeshifter also symbolizes survival, adaptation, the ability to become what is needed to survive, especially in oppressive systems. This is not mere mimicry. It is a form of spiritual camouflage. A soul may hide its true frequency to avoid detection, often in hostile or deceptive environments. This is especially relevant in metaphysical traditions that speak of soul contracts, karmic entanglements, and multidimensional warfare. The central mystery of the human-to-human shapeshifter is this: if a being can become anyone, what are they when they are no one? Three possibilities emerge. The first is the blank slate of formless consciousness, like a mirror, reflecting others, but having no fixed identity. This suggests a being born of pure potential, unanchored to ego or lineage. It is a consciousness that exists to observe, to reflect, and perhaps to catalyze transformation in others. The second possibility is the core self, a hidden, radiant form that is never shown, perhaps too powerful, too vulnerable, or too sacred. The shapeshifting is a cloak to protect this essence. This echoes esoteric teachings about the divine spark, the true self, or the monadic core that remains untouched by incarnation. The third possibility is the fragmented solar being who has lost its original form through trauma or ritual, now wandering through borrowed identities in search of wholeness. This is a tragic but potent image, a soul shattered by experience, trying to reassemble itself through the lives of others. In esoteric traditions, this echoes the concept of the mask of God, where divinity hides in plain sight, wearing human faces to test, teach, or awaken. The shapeshifter becomes a divine trickster, a cosmic provocateur, a mirror that reveals not just the illusion of others, but the illusion within ourselves. If human-to-human shapeshifters exist beyond folklore, if they are not merely symbolic, but ontologically real, then their abilities may extend far beyond mimicry. Many esoteric traditions and contactee reports suggest that these beings possess advanced psychic faculties and may originate from dimensions outside our own. They are not bound by linear time or conventional biology, but operate from a higher-order consciousness. Shapeshifters are often said to wield telepathy, the ability to read thoughts or implant suggestions. This is not just a parlor trick. It is a form of energetic intimacy, a way of bypassing language and entering the field of another's mind. They may also possess energetic mimicry, the ability to replicate a person's vibrational signature. This is more than appearance. It is the resonance of being. To mimic someone's energy is to become them in the eyes of those who sense beyond the physical. Memory manipulation is another alleged capability, altering or erasing memories to maintain cover or influence perception. This intersects with theories of trauma-based mind control, where memory is not just a record but a battlefield, remote viewing or bilocation appearing in multiple places simultaneously is also attributed to these beings. This suggests a consciousness that is not localized, but distributed, capable of operating across space and time. Several frameworks propose that these beings may be interdimensional walk-ins, consciousnesses from other realms entering human bodies to carry out missions. This concept is found in many spiritual traditions, from Tibetan tulkus to New Age starseeds. These walk-ins may be temporary or permanent, benevolent or manipulative. Another theory posits that they are fourth-density entities, fluid beings from higher vibrational planes, capable of manipulating matter and perception. In the language of the Law of One, fourth density is the realm of love and understanding, but also of strategic intervention. Hyperdimensional intelligence agents are another possibility, off-world operatives embedded in human society to steer development or destabilize. This merges metaphysics with conspiracy theory, suggesting that some shapeshifters are part of a cosmic intelligence network. Archetypal projections are a more psychological interpretation, manifestations of collective consciousness during times of identity crisis or spiritual awakening. In this view, the shapeshifter is not a being but a symbol, a dream figure that arises when the boundaries of self and other begin to dissolve. Among alien believers and ancient astronaut theorists, one of the most provocative claims is that human shapeshifters, especially those with psychic powers and elite influence, are descendants or incarnations of the Anunnaki. These beings, referenced in Sumerian texts, were said to be gods who descended from the heavens to shape human civilization. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki were divine beings associated with creation, kingship, and judgment. Some texts describe them as sky gods who ruled from above, genetic engineers who created or modified humanity, and gatekeepers of knowledge. often linked to forbidden wisdom or spiritual control. Modern theorists reinterpret them as extraterrestrials, possibly from Nibiru, or another hidden planet who seeded human life and established hierarchical systems. Alien believers suggest that the Anunnaki possessed advanced psychic and technological abilities, including shapeshifting and mind control. They created bloodlines of rulers, embedding themselves in human institutions through hybrid offspring. They continue to operate through interdimensional cloaking, appearing human while maintaining alien consciousness. In this view, human-to-human shapeshifters are not anomalies, they are the continuation of an ancient program. Their ability to mimic, manipulate, and infiltrate is not just survival, it's domination. Some contactees and researchers claim that Anunnaki-descended shapeshifters carry unique DNA markers, often linked to our H-negative blood types. They may also exhibit energetic distortions, detectable by empaths or psychics. Symbolic obsessions such as serpents, pyramids, and solar deities are said to be echoes of ancient control systems. These traits are said to manifest in elite families, intelligence operatives, and spiritual influences, those who shape collective perception while hiding their true origins. In intelligence lore and conspiracy theory, human shapeshifters are often linked to black ops and psychic espionage agents trained to mimic not just appearance but energetic signature. They may be involved in entity possession or walk-in souls entering bodies to influence events. Narrative control is another key theme. Public figures, who may not be who they appear to be, used to destabilize or redirect perception. These stories point to a deeper truth. Identity can be weaponized, and discernment is a spiritual skill. The shapeshifter archetype forces us to confront the fragility of perception. In a world where faces can be borrowed and energies can be cloaked, the only reliable compass is inner clarity. To engage with the shapeshifter archetype is to ask, who am I beneath the masks? And how do I recognize truth in others? The shapeshifter invites us to question appearances, strengthen intuitive knowing, and reclaim our true form not as a fixed identity, but as a sovereign frequency. This is not just a metaphysical exercise, it is a survival skill in a world of engineered confusion. Whether mythic, psychic, or interdimensional, the Mirror Walker archetype reminds us that in a world of shifting faces, the only true protection is inner clarity. It is a call to awaken, to discern, and to embody the truth that cannot be mimicked. In this light, the shapeshifter is not merely a deceiver, it is a revealer. It shows us where we are vulnerable to illusion, where we have outsourced our discernment, and where we have forgotten our own frequency. It is a test, a teacher, and a mirror. And like all true archetypes, it does not ask for belief, it asks for engagement. It asks us to look beyond the face, beyond the voice, beyond the story, and into the field of being.